I know some people quite a few people, who've been involved in legal disputes. And instead of working it out, they hire attorneys. My family, we do a lot of real estate business, and I hardly ever use an attorney, especially for disputes. You go over there and you put your hat in your hand and you say, hey, well, I want to work this out because I know by the time we spend money on legal, we're both going to be sorry. And it always ends up that way. When it's all said and done, you're ready to agree. There's $200,000 you got to pay the lawyer, and the whole problem could have been solved for $100,000 or whatever the numbers are. But there are some people out there who have to get an attorney for everything. They won't wipe their nose without an attorney, and somehow it makes them feel strong or makes them feel safe, or the attorneys have convinced them that they're not capable of living their lives without them. Putting together a will or something like that. I can see someone doing some estate planning with an attorney, or with some sort of advisor, doing a real estate transaction, getting an attorney to take a look at the contracts once you put the deal together. That's one thing, but settling your disputes and having your dialogues with other people through attorneys is just vulgar. It's sick, and I'll tell you why. Because attorneys typically have no interest in solving problems. An attorney goes in there, and if things get adversarial, the attorney's just fine. It just means he can bill more. He bills you, you lose. And I know this one particular family, very nice people. Nobody's talking to each other. They're talking through attorneys. And now they're broke. And if they just had the money back that they have to pay the attorneys, they wouldn't have any problems. These attorneys come in, and it's not that there's anything wrong with attorneys, but you have to decide, like with gambling and alcohol, sex, drugs, lawyers, you have to decide how much you can tolerate. And the attorneys typically aren't going to tell you, hey man, you've had enough. Hey, your legal bill's getting too high. Hey, throttle back, buddy. They're not going to tell you. So I feel sorry for those people. But those people that have attorneys, sometimes they wield their attorney relationship around. That way they can bully people. Because if I know a guy has a relationship of having attorneys around and always suing people, I don't want anything to do with him. And if he wants to start trouble with me, I want to stay clear. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be given a summons to show up anywhere. So these people can end up being big bullies, especially if they are attorneys themselves and don't have to pay for legal. So anyway, let me know what you think about people who are addicted to lawyers.